What's up, Wheelers? Welcome to the Light Bars and Lockers podcast, the show where we talk about Jeeps. I forget the words.
Oh, this is the first time you screwed us up.
The best part is, though, we'll just edit it out later, so we'll pretend
okay.
I didn't. But basically, the show where we talk about Jeeps, we discuss badass builds, and we talk about ways to beef up your ride. How about that? There you
and
go.
Special guests.
And special guest tonight, the one and only, not Michigan Jeep girl. And of course, we have Ryan, as always, from Combat Off-Road.
Yeah.
And me over here,
Paul,
who started day drinking a few hours ago.
Did you really?
Oh, me
Amazing.
too.
It's been one of those days.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Krista, hey, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. For those people who are joining us and they don't know who you are, give us the 20,000 foot view. And I know I hate doing that, to be honest. But as I mentioned, we've got Krista, we've got the Michigan Jeep girl, we've got not the Michigan Jeep girl, CEO of Fake Wrenching, or president or founder, and of course, social media rock star. So, I mean, there's a lot to sort of discuss. So we'll do a real high level. Who's Krista? Who are you? Why are you here? No,
it's because I bugged her for weeks.
Right?
Exactly.
Bribes help.
That's right.
And he gave me a coin. So.
I did. See, the coin's special.
Was it a big coin?
Yeah, not a big coin. My coin.
Bitcoin. That'd be
the combat coin. Big coin, I can't afford that.
Nice.
Dude, this really sounds like his dick, and I just have to clarify, he is not talking about that. It was literally a coin.
If your
he
dick
gave it to me. Okay.
Wait, yeah. If your
he gave me a coin.
Yeah, like a real, like a medallion.
Yeah, it was like a medallion.
Right. If your dick's the shape of a coin, you have bigger problems, anyways.
Yeah, that would be. We could do a whole show about that because I'm just very curious now. But anyway,
yeah.
With that said, let's start with. I know, Krista, you've been in the Jeep world forever. So tell us, so first of all, when did you get started into the Jeep world? My understanding is I read somewhere you started with a 98 Jeep. Is that right? A Wrangler, was it a TJ or?
Yeah, I bought a Jeep when I was 18, basically because I had no friends.
Nice. I hear that. That's the same.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make some friends, and I actually still have that Jeep to this day. It's completely changed. I rebuilt it probably 3 times, and now it has a long arm suspension kit and coilovers. But it's actually back in Michigan, and I'm currently in the fantastic state of Florida, so still there.
Nice. So what led you to that? Because again, I read, because I did a little bit of research, because I was curious. I was like, who is the Michigan Jeep girl? So let me see what I can find. And to be honest, there's not a ton of stuff out there. So
you're such a liar. You're not spelling it right then.
No, there's lots of things about the Michigan Jeep girl, but not a lot about your whole background, and who you are. Everyone knows who you are now, but I'm talking back in the day. So something I read was your dad was a mechanic. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. He was a mechanic. But I just bought a Jeep because I couldn't afford a diesel truck. I'm going to be quite honest with you.
That's awesome.
I really wanted a diesel truck and I couldn't afford it. And I ended up buying a TJ. Wasn't a Rubicon. It was a Sport because I'm too poor for a Rubicon.
Right.
And that thing's like my baby. It's actually tattooed on my hip. I've had that forever and I'm probably never going to sell it. Frame's rotted out, but we're good.
That's awesome. Someone wants to know if you still have your LJ.
Yes. I have the LJ still. I got upset. Do you guys ever just get obsessed and you just need to get this thing you're obsessed about? So mine was a Pioneer Comanche automatic, short bed, all original, and a original LJ, and ended up finding the LJ actually on an auction site. They had it listed as a TJ, and I got it for $5,000 with 100,000, or I'm sorry, 99,000 miles on it, and it just got into a little bit of a fender bender, I would say, and I've kind of been fixing that. The interior still smells freaking brand new.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah,
so this was recently you got that, or?
I've actually had it for probably 5 or 6 years now. I haven't honestly got around to even. I mean, it's got a lift on it. We redid the front axle. I had some framework done on it because the fender bender was a college student who smacked a pole. So I could easily. I think she was just a stupid driver.
Oh.
Was she the one that sold it as
No, I bought it from auction.
Oh, okay.
But
so they had no idea.
No, I can easily comp cut it though and get rid of the rear damage. But I only have 35s on it. Or I'm no 33s on it, and it's brand new tires. So a comp cut with 33s is going to look really stupid. So
yeah, that'd be tough.
I mean, but if Ryan wants to go pick it up, it's right across from him.
There you go. Right. Next time,
bring it over and work on it.
Right.
Yeah, let me fly back from Florida.
You have to do a
color
test.
What color is it?
Oh, it's khaki. It's khaki tan.
Oh yeah, cool.
So then let's go through the list. You've got the LJ, you've got the JK. I know you have a JL.
I sold the JK. I have a TJ, LJ, and a JL. All 2-doors. I'm like a die-hard 2-door person, not a 4-door. Like I've drove them. I'm just a hardcore 2-door person. Hence
the shirt, which I do enjoy. I just can't rep because well, that one's amazing. My other shit box is meant, love it. But the be a 2-door in a 4-door world, I think.
Yeah. Be a 2-door in a 4-door world. Yeah.
Right. I just can't. I have to be the opposite. I'm like a 4-door in a 4-door world.
But have you ever wheeled a 2-door? Night and day difference.
No, but I used to maybe sort of. I used to sell. That's how I got into the whole thing. I used to sell Jeeps, and there was only 2 doors at that's how old I am. So so we would take them out. Wouldn't wheel them. We thought we were wheeling them, but we really
like
weren't.
find big puddles.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a big hill. Like
yeah.
Like I thought it was like badass, but it was a stock, Jeep 2-door, whatever. And 2-door TJ, and so we thought we were wheeling it, but we weren't. So, but I do know like the difference obviously is night and day in terms of the driving characteristics. I gotta say I love my 4-door, but there really aren't many 2-doors out there. Like they're hard to get. We have one girl, one guy who works here, who both. So the girl, she bought a 2-door JL in like February, March, and she just got it last week. And Joel, the other guy, he ordered one in March and hasn't even got it. Like 2-doors is just hard to come by.
Is this where we start saying butthole, or is that later?
I thought it was.
No, we're switching it to beehole.
Oh, right.
Beehole.
It's much more refined, I see.
Yeah, that's right. If you say it like that.
Ben has a question for you, Krista. Have you trailed at Hard Rock Off-Road Park in Ocala?
If that's the forest, I have done that. I've actually done it with my buddy Mike. He's a social media guy at Stinger Off Road, and he has a fantastic LJ, and he let me take it out there. And I don't think he ever really wheeled, honestly, because he started filming and I started hitting the gas pedal. I was like, okay, you should probably stop filming. But awesome. I mean, Florida compared to like anywhere else, like I would actually prefer to go back to Michigan if I'm going to be doing any kind of trails. Florida is just, it's a lot of
flat and marshy,
flat land. Yeah, flat and sand. And I don't do mud no more. I haven't done mud since after like my 21st birthday. I'm like, no, I'm over that.
That's a t-shirt. I don't do mud no more.
Yeah.
I don't do no mud no more.
Yeah, people are gonna think it's about buttholes though. So.
Right.
Oh yeah, the dirt trail, right?
That's right. Awesome.
Yeah. It's a beehole.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your transition to Florida. So obviously you're a Michigan Jeep girl. You're in the wrong friggin' state, right? Like, how did you get to Florida?
I vendored my first event in Myrtle Beach with fake wrenching. Bought the fancy tent, literally put all of my inventory in my 2-door, and I drove down there. and I started stalking people that were wearing my merchandise. Like I was
Nice,
literally
right?
chasing them,
Okay.
right?
Awesome.
And this guy had an FW hat, and I saw him like leaning against like the obstacle course, almost like he was posing. So like the moment I had free time, I was like filming and I was chasing him. I'm like, sir, I love your hat. Where did you
That's
get
awesome.
it from?
Some
He's
psycho
like,
chicks chasing me.
yeah, I don't care. I went all out. I had like pink hair too. And he was just
Nice.
like, about time you saw me. And then we started talking. I went back to his booth, which he actually was representing DCS Lighting. So I actually work for DCS Lighting now. Long story short, I'm their social media director, ambassador, and I'm also doing the dealer program as well. And I moved to Florida to take the job, basically.
Nice. Yeah, I can't
So-
say I blame you, honestly. But hey, I think it's a good move, but that's just because I personally am not a fan of winter and snow and
no.
salt and shit like that.
No.
Yeah, you don't do mud. I could, in a heartbeat, never do slush and snow and salt ever again. And
I'm sorry, don't you live in
be happy.
Canada?
This is exactly right, right? It's like my life is salt. And
Well, look, you're wearing a
shit.
toque even.
Yeah, because it's cold.
Dude, you're
Really?
crazy. No,
Yeah.
it's not cold. Paul's always cold.
It's cold, man. It's like 68 degrees over here.
What?
It's just because you're
cold.
tiny.
Well, that's
the
right.
wee little man's a chili.
I'm just a wee little leprechaun. We have someone from Portugal.
Oh, I don't know what that
checking
says,
in.
dude.
I don't know. I'm sorry, buddy. I
Is
don't
it
know. It says Julio, but I see
Julio?
Portugal, and that's cool. So
Something like
welcome.
you should come to Portugal.
Yeah, that's what he said.
four-wheel.
You should move. You went from Florida, now Portugal. Next,
Keep going.
the wheel in that. So, have you had much opportunity to get out in Florida, like to wheel and to like hang out with? What do you do? Hang out with Jeep clubs and shit like that? I don't know.
So
You take swamp pictures. I saw.
Did you? What? I apparently don't have access to that account.
Oh, I
no,
didn't-
it's $25 a month. Honestly, like by the time I got down here, it was like I kind of got familiar with the product and took over the social media. And the next thing I knew, it's like we're hitting, Bantam, like we're hitting Jeep Beach, and then we're hitting this like Jeeps on the island. So it's like
Oh shit.
we literally just got in a Jeep and we started traveling. Like
Nice.
that's literally where it went. Is we just started traveling and working these vendor events and stuff. So I was doing that, but I have spoke to a couple people that are here and stuff, but honestly, I haven't really like got out and like met anyone or like anything like that. I just work all the time.
Right. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I
Yeah,
don't think.
works,
I don't think.
works fun. I love
As long
it.
as you like it, right? And it sounds like you do. So Tara says she's inviting you to wheel at Roche Creek. It'd be fun. So if you have any plans on hitting up
Is that just
Pennsylvania,
that invite's only for Krista?
yeah, really? What the hell?
Yeah, she wrote my name.
What the
Oh my
hell?
god!
Burned. What?
So yeah, I guess she didn't like dinner, Paul.
Yeah. Yes. Any plans? Are you like? I know you work a lot. Like, do you have what does the next like year or two look like? Do you feel like you're just going to be doing the same thing, like rocking it 24/7, work, or do you have any plans to like try and do like the fake wrenching tour?
Fake wrenching tour. You sound like I'm about to have like a concert.
Right? Yeah, I'd go. I'd be
Um,
like Avril Lavigne.
Oh my God. When I was in junior high, everybody asked me, do you know you look like Avril Lavigne?
Right?
Oh.
You do have a
And,
look.
yeah.
I gotta
and I
say,
used
she
to-
lives next door, so
Does
I'm
she
just
really?
kidding.
Is
No.
she still alive?
I think she's still alive.
I think she is still alive, but she doesn't live next door. But, not anymore. She
Honestly,
moved.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I just kind of take it day by day. And like, I still have to bring all my Jeeps here. I'm currently like, we had spoken. I am homeless in the state of Florida. I live at
which is my
work.
favorite story ever. And I didn't
Yeah.
know if you wanted to go there, but I would
No, I'm
love
fine. I
to
don't
tell
care.
people like this is the best story ever. I like, as a matter of fact, these are like aspirations of me 20 years ago. I would have done this in a heartbeat. Like, so tell us about that a little bit, because you say you're homeless in the state of Florida.
So I had a really fantastic house in Michigan. It was 2-story, 6 acres. There was even like, we had put some like ORV trails in the back, and we had the huge pole barn. And I basically walked away from all of that one day. You wake up and you're like, why the fuck am I not doing what I want to do?
Right.
So I just walked away from it and took the
Nice.
job here. But unfortunately, with like all the COVID and the housing market, everything just is like skyrocketing, and I don't make that much money. So I don't really have like per se a home. I actually live in I like to call it the glamper.
The glamper. I love it.
Yeah.
Are you in the glamper right now?
No, I actually have my office. So this is my casting couch in my office.
Nice.
So I do have an office, which is pretty big. But yeah, I live, sleep, watch TV in this camper. It has AC, so I'm not like I'm, deprived or anything.
That's awesome. Well, what happens when there's like hurricanes and shit? I guess you're like super.
She's double
super
insulated,
protected.
right?
The camper's inside the warehouse,
Right.
like in the warehouse out there. So I walk out and I look over, and all the boys are working in the corner. I'm just
you
like,
come out
hey,
like
guys.
what I could just see, like, hey, there's Karen coming out of her camper.
They actually call me
morning.
Linda.
There you go.
My name is
better.
Linda. Yeah.
There you go. Oh,
I just walk
awesome.
out and I look over and I'm like,
You wear like fuzzy little slippers and shit and a house coat. And
Yeah,
out.
you need like a AstroTurf out front, like green.
Right.
Put a couple plants.
Get that little mini plastic white picket fence.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, I could do that actually.
Oh my god, yeah,
That'd
like
be
that's
fun.
the life, right?
Plastic
there.
daisies, right?
I don't need anything else. I can sell my house and just buy a warehouse and then put my
Dude,
get a trailer and put it right inside.
I mean, it's got like stainless steel appliances and a fucking flat screen.
Right.
I'm not roughing it here. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
David wants to know: do you have any plans in air? I can never say that. Ryan,
Ardbeg.
Thank you.
She's got to come all the way out here though, and then we gotta go. We gotta go north, like.
It's a ways.
Is that like Canadian talk?
Yeah, north.
That's why I can't say.
There's lots of Tim Hortons up all the the way along, so you'd be fine. You could
it's
sing
like,
that
hey,
song.
we're going wheeling this weekend. This is the
song's
Tim Hortons
already
we're
in my
meeting
head.
at.
Oh my god, that's so brutal.
I should have uploaded it. So, Tara said you're
they don't call you Nancy.
Yeah. There you go. And David says it's definitely a blast. So cool. So let's transition a little bit to fake wrenching, because honestly, I love the brand, and if anyone who's listening or watching, check it out, because honestly, you have some really great stuff.
I post some
very
links,
clever.
some links up or something.
Yeah, we'll post some links over to fake wrenching, but it's just fakewrenching.com. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and you've been doing that for a couple of years, right?
Yeah. It actually started out as 13 millimeter apparel, because for some reason I always felt like I was using a 13 millimeter socket on my TJ. So I made that the name of it. And then I kind of let it go for a hot second. And I came back at it, and I decided to kind of change the name, because when I first got into the Jeeping, there was no women really. There was just men, husbands that had wives or girlfriends that would kind of tag along, but there was no like women that were wheeling at that time really. And I remember being like one of the first girls, and they were always like, well, who are you here with? And I'm like, oh, I'm here by myself. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was just turned into that. And like, then it started I actually started paying people to teach me how to wrench on my own vehicle, because I was like a broke bitch and I didn't have any money to like drop it anywhere. Right. And people I was paying them, but they were taking photos of me and snapping photos. And then, they'd send it to me and I posted online, and people were like, oh my God, that's such a fake photo. Like, she's fake wrenching for the gram.
Okay. That makes sense.
And I was like, it wasn't okay. I have to explain this. I did not look cute. I was wearing straight bibs. I had like a freaking flashlight on my head, and I was wearing a hoodie. Like, I didn't look like, boobies out.
You're trying pretty hard to fake it.
Yeah,
right?
like I did not look like what you see on social media now. Like, I looked like a dude. Legit. And like, people were like, oh, she's faking that for likes. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, do you think I'm faking this in the state of Michigan right now? It's like 80. It's like, it was so cold out, and people just thought it was fake. So I was like, I don't know. I just circled back to like my past, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to troll them harder, and I'm going to make my company fake wrenching.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Trevor says he spent way too much money on there.
Oh, there's always room for more spending.
Right? I was going to say.
Yeah, you go, gross stuff.
A couple more bucks.
You probably got one or two of those shirts with a stain on it. Just get new ones.
That's right. Time to refresh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so no, it's awesome. I gotta say. And so do you come up with all the designs and all the slogans, everything yourself?
The only one that I was sent was um I call it the bolt ordeal. Basically, it's saying, one little 3-minute job turns into like longer because of
Oh,
something
right.
going wrong.
Yeah. That one's a great. I love that.
Yeah,
one too.
somebody sent
Very
me that
clever.
and I made it for myself and people were like, "Oh, can you make me that?" So I did throw that on the site, but other than that, yeah, everything else is just literally like, so I have this like gift of one-liners, everyone says. Like I just say things and I don't like think about it. And people be like, "You should make that a shirt." So I started making everything a shirt. Basically.
There you go. That's
Huh.
awesome. Yeah, so just fakewrenching.com. People can check it out there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. Cool. Well, what did we miss? What did we not cover? Let's talk about what about your social medias? Where do people find you? Because I know in addition to your, sitting around doing nothing all day, right?
Yeah.
You have,
water in the astroturf.
right? Just that's right, water in that
Yeah.
astroturf. You have a pretty heavy social media presence. What's the best place? Like where people really want to get like good stuff? Where are they going?
OnlyFans.
Right. Awesome. Okay, legit the best. I love it.
Pay to play, right? Pay to play.
Yeah, so my Instagram for my business is at Fake Wrenching. And then I kind of took over it used to be Michigan Jeep Girl Instagram, but now it's not MJG. And I made it more about like my personal like daily life. So I kind of post in the stories and stuff. Just funny things. Obviously Facebook, Michigan Jeep Girl, and then my personal is Krista Kunkel. And I mean, I talk to everyone everywhere. It doesn't really matter to me like what platform it is. But I will say the weirdest stuff probably goes down on Instagram stories. That's where I just blog like everything that's happening in the moment.
Nice. Cool. I love it.
So what do you like about the DCS lighting?
Okay, so I took a job at DCS. I am head of media, and no, we are not giving out sponsorships. Let's just clear that ahead of time.
Damn it! I gotta delete.
Yeah, sorry, delete your apps.
Yeah.
Sponsorships yeah.
Yeah, so I like them because it's small business, and I have major respect for small business because I'm small business, and anyone that does small business knows how hard small business is, and like every hurdle you have, and people think you're rich and you're not. Like you're literally just surviving,
Yes.
Right.
And they're small business. They make everything in the house, in the warehouse out there. We're located in Florida, but we're basically known for our no drill rock lights. We utilize the factory points on the frame and or drain plugs for the TJ, and it just pops right in. So we also have that. We have like other stuff too, and we actually have stuff on like Ultra 4 cars and stuff, which is really badass. And we have some truck stuff out there, so
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Good, cool.
Paul's like, yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of, and to be honest, I don't know enough about it, but I very much enjoy like the Ultra 4 racing, and
Oh, dude.
I would like to be able to spend more time on it, to be honest, because it's like picking up watching basketball and you haven't done it before, right? Like you got to figure some shit out. Like you know what I mean?
Let's just get show sponsors and we'll buy a car and I'll drive it and you can sit beside me.
There you go. We'll
Could you
podcast
imagine?
right from there.
Be amazing. We'd win.
Right?
This is the same guy that stripped out his bolts, taking off his rear bumper, is going to be in charge of an Ultra 4.
It did take a little bit extra time. But
He's just gonna
I
sit
blame those welds, okay? I have heard that. Look, she's gone black.
She's going poo. It's a poo break. She's going poo. This is the poo break. I knew it. Oh, see, that was a poo face.
She's gone right in because I hear on her what is it, whatever it's called, OnlyFans.
She poops
does, like,
on OnlyFans
stuff, right? She does some scary shit.
Some horrible poops.
She's just turn the lights out. What's going on?
She's pooping. I already told you. We talked about this before.
I feel like.
I have to plug my charger in.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
That's what you call it. Is that a code term? Paul, next time you got to poo, just tell me you got to plug your charger in.
I have
you just
so
start
many
sweating.
background apps running right now.
Oh, really? On your phone?
Like I should have turned them off. I'm getting notifications on like Facebook and stuff, and I'm like trying to like every time I try to like view anything, like to see where my battery is, It looks like I'm taking a poop break.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, here it comes.
There it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Ultra 4.
Oh, let's
cool.
get a car.
Let's do it. I mean, we'll put fake wrenching on one side. You can be the social media coordinator. Actually, you can go. You drive it. Actually, I bet.
I want to drive it. Like I
Yeah.
want an automatic.
You know
I
what's
want an
gonna happen
automatic, and I will drive
between
the shit
you
out of that.
and Ryan's wife. We'll just be on the
Oh, there you
sidelines.
go.
Just
Team
fucking waving. Hello, good job.
Team vagina.
Chica. There you go. Just the double
Paint
V.
that on the side.
No.
I love it.
I want the double V. Is that a Volkswagen? No, it's the double V.
Yeah, like a couple road sodas in, I have no fear. Like
There you go.
everything is. I once got my Jeep stuck in a vine in the back of my property. I have no idea how I did that. No idea.
In a vine?
Yeah, like a legit vine that was coming down. My Jeep drove right up it.
Oh wow,
That's
In
a
Michigan?
freaking skill. Yes, that is a skill.
that's
Wow.
that's a tough vine, really.
Really?
Actually, I was pretty
Should it
impressed.
be there?
Yeah,
Well, it was the woods. I have trail woods, wood trails.
yeah.
I
weird.
think, you know, I
I've
think
had,
I
I've
did
had
see-
Trailwood before too.
I bet you have.
I have. It's not
Yeah,
as-
I've
it's
seen
not
his
as bad.
wife.
Yeah,
I've
see?
seen his wife. So
Right.
yeah.
Super easy to get Trailwood.
There you go.
Actually, a lot of times they just fight about like, don't turn there, don't do that, don't drive over that.
Don't drive so
Really?
aggressively.
Well, sometimes she'll say that I'm meaner than I am because I'm not mean at all.
Mhm.
Right. No, people on the trail, like especially couples, they never fight. Never fight. on the
No,
trail.
it's fun. I just wanted to put the tires on the big stuff all the time because all the stuff in the middle is too expensive. You should have saw we put new steering
it.
from Tim, like aluminum. I have the Jeep. I'm driving it tonight. I don't know if you can see
The
it.
JL or the JK?
Which way does this go? The JK. You see it? Can you see it out there? Kind of.
I see a big dumpster.
Yeah, that's the dumpster. Dude, that's the dumpster those fucking dicks put in front of my building. Like, I don't own this building. I own my other building, but this was the one we rent in the city for the other store. But
I'm really
Yeah,
surprised
giant
there was no
dumpster.
XJ joke right now. I'm just going with
Right?
that.
Yes. Bronco. You mean a Bronco? Yeah. That,
dude,
you know what? I
read the
missed it.
comments on Off-Road Addiction's
Oh,
Facebook page. There's
missed
100
it.
of them today from people like just going off the wall on the
About the
dumpster.
Bronco being parked out front. See,
Right,
that's
yeah.
what I should have gone with.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Anyway, go
But,
back to what you were
Oh,
saying.
she just like just smashed the steering. And like I put a PSC RAM on. She did it actually. She put the PSC RAM kit on it. I helped her like with a couple things. Like the big bore box is super heavy, so it was hard to get on. But she did all that, and but yeah, sometimes she's just bashes shit.
That's why you have a Jeep.
Well, I know, but I don't like fixing shit all the time.
Then you should have gave her a TJ.
She has her
She
own
has
TJ.
one.
She's had it since like 05. She's trying
Is
to
that
sell
what
it 'cause-
she's bashing?
No, she bashes the 4-door giant green Jeep on 40-inch sticky Mickeys. With like, yeah, and we're gonna build. She started to build like 110 conversion for it right now.
That's cool.
So cutting out shaving off all the brackets. We're gonna do a TMR shave kit maybe next weekend. Just kind of sort it out, and we'll do a F250 front, Dana 60, and
On the
We'll put-
JK?
yeah, I'll do a 4-link triangle, triangulated 4-link, 3-link front probably.
Mhm.
So I'll put it on that one.
Did you get the JL back?
Not yet. It's supposed to be back like at the end of the month. A whole bunch of stuff's supposed to come together for the end of the month so we can go to SEMA.
I was gonna say I saw a bunch of people with the whole
Dude.
SEMA thing. I think Nick from
Crazy.
Rockstar was posting about that today.
Are you coming? I put you on. You have a badge.
Yeah, I gotta. I need to look
Ah.
at flights, but yeah,
That's
I'm pretty
easy.
Sure I'm gonna
They're
be
done. You just fly in a plane. You can come.
That's it, right? Easy. Just
Easy. It's that easy.
just-
You come stay. We're bringing the RV. We're staying at Circus, and we're gonna shit right in there in the parking lot. It'd be
You're
amazing.
driving the RV all the way to Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that RV? Because that RV.
No,
is
I want
something-
to see that. I want a tour of it. All I
Oh.
told him was to put moonshine in it. Remember?
yeah.
Yes, right.
Dude, I had to go through X-ray. I'm not putting anything in it till I get.
It looks
across.
like water. It's not like they're gonna turn the faucet
I
on.
don't know. I can't be the first guy to try and smuggle something across the border. They're probably gonna figure it
I
out.
can't be that.
You know, it's cool. Yeah, we're gonna drive it across with the 30-foot trailer and stick the JL in it. And our backup plan was the Gladiator. So we got a kit. We were gonna smash in it and put it on 40s, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. But the JL is the one that's been on the internet, so that's the one. It has a space out in the promenade at SEMA, anyways. And then we have our booth inside and all that. So should be fun.
So he's outside.
The JL's outside, yeah.
Why do you feel the need to put 40s on everything?
Well, the JL's 42s.
Yeah, but why?
I like
Well,
driving
the JL's
over.
40.
I like driving over stuff.
Yeah,
That's
but you can
bigger.
easily do that with
Like monster
35s.
truck.
Nobody runs 35s anymore. We
Is
sell.
this just like you have
60,
to do it because you have to do it to feel like cool? Like,
Man,
No, I'm cool anyways.
no, I to that
What?
point we've been
Being cool,
well, of course,
obviously.
but with the last couple shows we did was like what basically we're doing like a build sheet of what we need to do to take the JL. My
Yeah,
JL
we're gonna
to
put his
40s.
JL on 40s.
But
he
honestly,
doesn't need 40.
I was just gonna say I honestly think
Yeah, you
that
do.
I
You
still
haven't
want
came
to
out
do all
here.
the conversions, but I still think I might just stick with the 35 or 37s.
Just
It'll
do
look dumb.
37s.
It'll look dumb.
You think
No,
if we go
just
with
do
the,
low
with the
center
higher
of
left,
gravity.
we've got
That's
right
my
now
kit. You
2 and a
already have it.
half, and it looks killer. I can't tell you in the
That's-
last week I've had people leave notes on my Jeep saying like how nice it is, and like other people like
It's because I built it, Paul.
no, but I'm just saying like you just start thinking it's like you don't want to overdo it, like 40s. Like, do I
No.
need 40s? Do I really need like I'm just saying Krista's
Yeah.
like thought is not I
If you
I
want to
get
do
what you're saying.
more
100%.
fun,
I think
more fun
37
obstacles.
Yeah,
fun
well,
obstacles.
It's driver's skill, bro, not tires.
No, come on down. I'll come get you. We'll go out here.
I think at some point it definitely is going to be tire size, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but
we
I
watch-
don't feel like you need 40s to
You should-
achieve
no,
everything.
But I'm just saying, like you see these
No.
guys like on 43s, 46s. There's no way I'm keeping up on 37.
No, of course
Not that I'm wheeling with those guys. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like if I was to go out and wheel with those
supposed to, though.
guys,
Let's go wheel with them. We're supposed to.
well, I know we're supposed to, but I live in reality, and I know that
That's why
like,
we're gonna put it on 40s, and then we'll get you over there.
And then
You're
we'll-
close enough.
there you go. Sounds good. But yes, wait. You're supposed to answer the question. Why 40s?
What? Me for you?
No. For the JK, right? That's
Yeah,
what
why
you're
do you feel the
It
need to
has
have such
40s
big
already.
tires?
They're not really that big anymore. They like the average, like the menial tire has gone up and up and up over the years. So really, like 58-year-old soccer moms drive 37s around here.
That's why I get shit, right?
Tell you, yeah. They're like, hey,
It's like
how-
soccer mom Jeep out there on
how-
37.
Yeah. I don't know.
Eric says, yeah, he keeps up with TJ on 37.
Okay, well, you guys can come have the Pepsi challenge with me any day of the week. We'll go. I'm not saying you can't do like most of the stuff. I'm just saying the other stuff that's a little more pucker factor, you just require a larger tire for ground clearance. And if you put the 1-tons in it, the 40s, you rob yourself of ground clearance regardless. So you got to at least have 40s with 1-tons. It depends on your wheelbase too, right? It just depends on breakover angle, departure, all that fun stuff, right? I can go in all tech. This is all I do my whole life.
Let's do it. I like the tech stuff.
Build vehicles. This is what I do.
We
We built more vehicles than anyone in the whole country. And this is 17 years of building stuff. Right.
Krista, do you, with your JL, do you have plans? Like, is it?
She's
currently
gonna
either on
get. She's gonna
35?
get. She actually ordered 40s already. She's just.
I would never do 40s because 99% of people who do off-road are also daily drivers. And I feel like when you start putting like 40s on it and you start getting super insane, like this is still your daily driver. Like at the end of the day, if it's like your trail rig, like I'm thinking for some reason Nick Ashby's from Rockstar Garage. What is that? Gridlock, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Like I see things like that with the big tires, and I'm like, yeah, that's something that you're gonna fucking beat the shit out of and put it on a trailer.
Yeah.
A lot of us are paying a payment, and we gotta still get to work. So I'm not running 40s. I still want to get somewhat okay gas mileage. So I don't go fucking broke. And I'm sorry, wear and tear on the vehicle when you have all this shit going on. Running 40s on your daily driver, the wear and tear of that, like
Depends.
everything is going to start to need maintenance.
It depends.
Yeah, well,
that's kind of like that's a really loaded, like there's loaded answers to that. So you can change things to make it make sense. So if you had a 1-ton axles under there and all your geometry was correct, you wanted to run 40s, you're going to have like minimal challenges with consumable parts at the same kind of life expectancy because they're bigger. But if like I have that Jeep out there is on 40s, and then I have
the Bronco.
Yes, I have 2 sets of 40s, but you can that's daily drivable, and all the geometry is correct, and you can take your hand off the wheel, you can drive down the highway, you can do all that stuff. It gets reasonable gas mileage because the gear ratio is within a proper window for the rotation, your rollout of your tire. but it does have the smaller axle still because that's why we're going to toss those in. It just has like, upgraded shafts. But yeah, you're going to get, less longevity out of your stock diameter wheel bearings and all that stuff. So you're right that way for sure. But
the price of 40s.
The tires,
the price to do 40s plus, if you're not sponsored, is expensive. So now you're just wasting them to drive on the road.
You're not wasting them. It depends on what you want. If we sell happiness, I sell Jeep parts and truck parts, but that's actually selling happiness. I sell happiness, ego, self-esteem. That's our yeah, there you go. That's our product. But if that makes you feel good, who am I to say no? I mean, and I don't know your pocketbook, right? If you tell me that's too expensive, let's go back to the drawing book. We just build it on paper first. There's no issue. And then you'd be like, okay, this is what I want the truck to do magically. And then I go, okay, this is what it costs. And then you're like, oh shit, that's more than I thought. Or hey, you know what? That's less than I thought. Like that happens here every day. Mm-hmm. It really depends on you, right? Yeah, totally. 37s are cheaper than 40s, no question. They're like lighter, but they're marginally lighter. It really depends on what you want. I don't let anybody, you get whatever you want. I always do whatever I want. So I expect that from everyone else. Do what you want. I do what I want.
I also think it's the fact that a lot of people nowadays don't understand that when you're running these bigger tires, it's more than just buying the tires. Now you're changing the whole geometry of the vehicle. Like TJs, you need an SYE, like the lift. Like there's so much more than just, oh my God, I'm going to buy tires and these fancy wheels. And I think people kind of forget about that.
100%.
That's why my team at the Off-Road Addiction stores, that's what we do. We just want to make sure you understand.
Shameless plug.
Right? At 35.
I didn't want them to confuse with the manufacturing brand, right? Mm-hmm. So anyways, that's what we do. All my team knows to like make sure everyone is full transparency, full understanding of what you're getting into. And that's it. And then where everything goes. Right?
And to that point, that's why we're doing, like, for us to just even discuss what it's going to take to put the JL on the 40s. We have a whole series of shows, and it's like, planning it out. And then we have to talk about suspension, and then we got to talk about like what we're doing to the axles. It's a Rubicon, but do we need to then, go up to Dana 60s? Can we trust them? Like, at what point does that not make any sense? You know what I mean?
You can't afford it anymore.
Well, that's the thing. And at the end of the day, like,
we all take credit cards,
right?
Just swipe for happiness.
No, but it does need to make financial sense. At the end of the day,
none of this stuff makes financial sense. It's more for fun.
Fair enough. But I mean, like you said, it depends.
You can have a budget,
whatever you're, whatever
you can have a budget, so you feel reasonable about what you spend. No question. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, most people go above and beyond, and then you grow your Jeep or your truck, and you're like, hey, you know what? I really want to do X, Y, Z now. And then it just keeps evolving, right? And that's how I find a lot of I've had customers since the day I opened that are still customers, and they're on the like 12th, 15th truck. Like it's crazy. 6 truck, 5 trucks, or they still have the other one. They're like, oh, I really want to do this now, or this, that, and the other. So it's pretty cool.
Can I tell you my first like Jeep that I bought was a brand new JK. And so I drove it stock for a long time. Like it was a good 8 to 10 months at least. And I can't believe I did that because the JL was stock for like days. And I was so embarrassed. I got to put something on it.
See?
But so I went and I had, I forget what it was. But anyway, just a cheap lift. It was a 3-inch lift. I put
probably rough country
on it. It wasn't rough country, but it was probably something very similar to that. I can't.
What else would it be?
It's what's it called? The 4-Wheel Parts sells it.
Pro Comp.
Pro Comp. Thank you. Yeah, it was a Pro Comp, right? So, but I got that 3 inches, got the 33s. Kind of, was like, all right, this is kind of cool. I drove it home, and I remember going to pick my kids up and like parking, and I remember just thinking like, what did I do? What, like I this monster truck I now have that is just so wrong. And now though, but it's just funny because it's perspective, right? Because now I have 37s. I'm like, oh man, like maybe I should go to 40s.
We're doing all shows on to get to 40s,
right? Yeah, exactly, right. It's like 33s. I thought was just too much, and now I'm like, yeah, hey man, like let's go 40s, 42s, whatever. So it is definitely all perspective. Mike Miller just showed up and said, good evening, everyone.
Mike, is there sperm in your goatee? Why is it sticking to the side like that?
It is sticking to the side.
It's like something about Mary when he came to the door and wiped his hair. You guys see that movie?
If Paul's doing 40s, how is he going to get into his Jeep with his skinny jeans?
He buys
Because
I
his,
have to.
I can't do that.
I need a stool to get up.
get like one of those pirate ladders that just
Oh,
roll
he's
out.
gonna get the
There you
drop down
go.
steps that
Oh,
open.
right.
They come down when he opens the door.
Oh my god, yes.
The
Right?
slide-
Why not?
That's him. He's drop down steps.
Me.
Maybe you
No.
get to, they must have skinny, stretchy pants.
So far,
They
are.
do.
They have
I have
stretch in them.
them.
Come on,
Oh,
look
really?
at this.
See,
I'm
there
like,
you go.
I'm
They're
very
not skinny. They are
nimble.
not as small as that man's pants. But
Okay. In fairness, I don't always wear that skinny of jeans. I just happen to pack and I just threw everything into my
You went to your
my
skinny jeans
suitcase,
section
and
in
yes,
your house,
I
and you're like,
grabbed a pair of
I will take
jeans,
all
and I had no
these.
choice. It was the last day of the event. No choice.
are they
I had to wear
actually
them.
women's jeans?
No, they're guys' jeans. I grabbed my wife's jeans. I threw them
Oh
on.
my god, that's why there's like cool gold hearts on the back. I was curious.
Right? The bedazzled on the butt. I love that.
The beehole.
That's what we're just shifting to that as a company. We're just gonna start doing like JeepBeef and bedazzled along like people's butts and Jeep
Do
hair
it.
like that.
Do
You
it.
know what? It probably would sell.
Yeah.
Ryan
You
and I
never
were
know,
talking
man.
about that. Ryan and I were talking about how like your skinny jeans and stuff, and how we can't fit in them because we have baby bearing hips.
That's right.
I got nothing on that.
I'm built for babies. I can't wear those.
Built
I
for
couldn't. I don't even
babies.
think I can get one leg in there.
Well, you wouldn't know unless you try, I guess.
I guess. Well, next time you come
Next
down.
time
bring
you're
a pair.
around, we'll just all change pants. We'll just
Imagine
switch
that.
them up.
Yeah. That's
Mike
funny.
says he just, speaking of skinny jeans, he just left a salon event.
Oh right, yeah.
See, I would have fit in there with some shaped skinny jeans.
I would have got roofied at that event.
All I
Is
can
that a
say
hair
is that
place?
currently everyone who's
yeah.
bringing back this like baggy 90s bullshit needs to like go away because
Yeah.
it is so wrong.
You can make 2 pairs of jeans for Paul out of 1 baggy pair of
Right?
jeans for everyone else.
Or the best is like you see the people who have like the really bad 90s like but they're giant holes in them, right? That are all like shaggy and shit. They were like that in the 90s because we had no alternative. We literally had scissors and shit. Like we had to
make
cut
'em.
that stuff. Don't make that fashion. That is not cool. All right? That's my rant. That's it. I'm over. The 90s suck. Don't bring them back. That's all I gotta say.
It's coming back, dude. Like high
It's
pants
so
and stuff, and like
I know
my
hardcore
wife
90s
has
shit.
the
The
high
90s
pants.
suck. We don't need to bring it back. It was like
Well,
the worst
They had,
decade ever.
they had
Like, we don't
5
bring
liter
it back,
Mustangs. That was pretty fun.
right? What's that?
5 liter Mustangs. That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I
but
had
they're
a-
ugly
I-
as shit.
Oh, the Fox Spies are cool. I had a 5 liter Mustang motor in my CJ in high school. It was amazing.
Well, the motor, yeah. My dad
Yeah.
bought me a 5-liter Mustang. We drove past
Really?
the place that he bought it from, yeah. And we were driving. And he's like, "What do you think of that car?" I'm like, "That's all right, but I would never drive that thing. No way. Like, no way I
What?
would drive that fucking piece of shit."
You're crazy.
But I didn't know he bought it for me. It was totally different if he bought it for me. He literally didn't say a word. He just said, "Forget it." Took it back. He's not buying it for me. Like nothing. Didn't say a word. My mom told me. I'm like, "What?" If you hadn't told me that you bought it for me, that's a totally different. It's now my favorite car. Like
That's
it's
insane.
the coolest car ever. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Hey, how's
crazy.
your hair? Is it nice and soft now or whatever?
Smells like dryer sheets.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
hilarious.
Yeah, Ryan's like my female best friend that I've never had. And basically, we talk about my hair, talk about you and your skinny jeans.
Well,
Yeah.
you know who doesn't?
We talk about abbreviating butthole for beehole.
Because it sounds classier.
No, especially when you did it with that presentation. I was like, I'm believing.
What
this.
you had you did like a slide deck presentation about
Yeah,
beehole.
she did a
Ryan.
beehole PowerPoint.
Today at 3:00,
Yeah.
we have a
beehole.
presentation.
Beehole.
Have any of the people that are still watching this, first of all, I'm surprised and thank you very much for sticking around. If you have any questions for Krista or Ryan,
Are you?
heck, even if you have any questions about skinny jeans, feel free to post them on up there. We'll answer them. They're not that skinny, okay? That's all I gotta say.
They're
not
really-
that-
They're really skinny.
They're not
Yeah.
that skinny.
They are. I don't think I
I'm
could
just
even
a
fit
hulking
those.
giant of a person. It's just the way it is. So, nothing but fitness.
He's like a
Just-
00 for
you
any
can bear-
women out there that want to know what I'm referring to. This man's a 00 in skinny jeans.
A
He's-
double
Yeah,
zero.
you're the James Bond of skinny jeans.
That's right. 00 skinny jeans.
Well,
I love it.
What else are we gonna? Are we good? Like, you guys want to talk
I
about
think-
anything else, or
I
Krista,
don't
you
know.
want to say anything?
You
Sell
want? Do
anything?
you want to sell anything? Do you want to like?
Promote anything?
Do you have a slide deck presentation for B-hole that you can bring up there?
Well, I mean, I wear these thigh highs because I thought Ryan would. I can't even get that high. I thought
Whoa.
Ryan would match.
What's happening?
There's a dog next to me now. That wasn't me.
Like-
I can't roll like that.
I was like,
Right?
how do you twist your leg back there like that?
Right? What is going on?
Dog right here.
Wait, we're going back to thigh highs. What was you thought?
So I thought it'd be really cool if Ryan and I were matching thigh high socks because I used to do hockey, so I'm like, oh, he probably has some, and he's like,
What?
well, I'm not going.
Why? Hockey players wear thigh high. I guess.
No, I got hockey
Yeah.
socks.
Yeah,
Hockey
same
socks,
fucking
I
thing.
guess.
Thigh
Yeah,
highs.
fair enough.
They're really thick, and mine probably smell like dirty balls, to be honest.
Well, how long ago did you play hockey?
I guess in the fall is the last time I played. My
Oh,
hockey
you
bag.
still play? I actually didn't
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm gonna play it tomorrow night at 10:30 or something.
Oh shit! Little beer
Starting-
league or
Yeah. I just
nice. It's not like they just called you up, eh? Like
No, I didn't get called out.
They didn't re-scout him.
No. See if that old chubby guy wants to play.
right? It's like the Zamboni guy that played for the Leafs.
Right.
And then,
Right. That's
Or
honestly
no, he didn't play
amazing.
for the Leafs. He played against the Leafs and
Right.
won. That's right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's a
That-
cool story. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
So there's a Zamboni driver that drives the Zamboni, the ice cleaner.
Hence
Right.
the Zamboni.
It's called Zamboni.
Oh, who would have thought that's what it did?
It goes and shines the ice.
She's from Michigan. She knows all about it.
Well, I thought she was really south, right?
He's trying to describe a fucking Zamboni.
Well, this dude is the guy that was the Zamboni driver at the rink. I guess the Leafs played at that, right? It was like the
It was
Leafs rink, right?
Yeah, it was here in Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the goalies got hurt, and they had no more goalies for the other NHL team. So that guy tossed on the pads and played in a real NHL game as a goalie against the Leafs and won.
And won. And he actually
I don't
won.
know. That's just an amazing story.
Yeah. It was a sad day for us Leaf fans because I have to
Oh,
say
really?
I am
You're
a
a Leaf
Leafs
fan?
Oh, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the Leafs. Yeah, I hate them. Yep, it's
Yeah, they don't
it's
do
a
much.
sad thing.
Are you
I
guys
don't-
like re-talking about that plot for the Mighty Ducks?
No,
Is that what the movie was about?
I've never seen the Mighty Ducks.
I hated it. When I watched when I was little, they came out when I was a little kid, and I'd be like, oh, I hate them. I wanted to fight them all. And I just wanted to beat the shit out of them. They seem like such pussies.
Just see the actors on the
Why?
street. beat
I don't know,
the
they just
shit
seem so wimpy. I wanted to like throttle them. I wanted to just knock them out, all of them. I don't know. It just seemed really stupid to me.
The
I could-
freaking movie? You want
Yeah.
to fight the movie?
Just the kids in the movie. They're the same age as me at that time. I was like, oh, I hate these kids. I don't know.
I guess we shouldn't ask you your opinion on Cool Runnings then. I wanted to fight all of them too.
No, those guys were cool. That's amazing.
I never saw that one either.
Really?
Yeah,
They're like,
so-
it's like, isn't it
Except
like?
John Candy's in it, right?
She's in the trailer. She's just watching
Yeah.
all
We
these
know every
old
Canadian.
movies.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, the Cool Runnings thing. It's like the Jamaicans decide they're gonna now do that. What is it called? What is the technical
Bobsled,
term?
bobsled.
The bobsled.
Bobsledding. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You knew what Zamboni was? You didn't remember what bobsled was? Come on.
So speaking of that, what's your favorite movie then, Krista?
Me?
Are you a big movie person?
I fucking love everything that has to do with murder and horror.
Do you?
Yeah,
me too.
I'm
Love
a
it,
huge
love it.
horror person.
Okay, so do you know anything about Siren Head?
No.
Okay, so check Siren Head out. My 6-year-old is absolutely friggin' obsessed. Siren Head
that's
is
a
like
horror
this
movie?
cult, like no, it isn't a movie. He's like a guy. So do you know who Slenderman is?
Yes, that's
Okay, so-
fucking terrifying.
Okay, so Slenderman.
Wait,
this
the
guy was
6-year-old kid
created-
likes this though.
My kid loves this shit. Yeah.
Ooh.
So the guy who created Slenderman created, and my understanding is the same guy created Siren Head, and there's a number of them. And Siren Head is actually friggin' terrifying, just like Slenderman is. And on TikTok and things like that, like just an absolute huge cult following, and he's just creepy. It's like this crazy siren noise, and then he basically eats you. And my kid
What?
for like 3 years loves it. He goes to school and does presentations about how much he loves Siren Head.
You don't
And
get
if
like letters or calls from the school?
all the
I was
damn
like-
time. No, like all the time. Like all the time, parents are like, or teachers are like,
You
Who's
know,
Siren
is any
Head guy? I'm
none
like,
of his kids, none of his friends are allowed to your house. Eh? They're like, can we
no,
go to
yeah,
Timmy? No,
exactly.
fuck no, we're not going there.
Don't go there because that's like the murder house.
Yeah, oh my
He
god,
loves
dude,
it. It's insane. Like
that
insane.
is
So
insane.
yeah,
So
I'm with you
I'm
on that.
afraid to even
Horror
look it
movies.
up. I'm out.
are you like a scene kid, Paul?
A witch?
Are you like an emo kid that grew up, like a scene kid that grew up?
Oh God, no. I don't think so.
Really? I really was getting that vibe from you. I was like, he's one of us. Mike, if you're on here, he's not one of us. Don't talk to him.
Well, I don't know. I will tell you this. So, well, I'm old, right? So maybe I was more like
Paul, how old
when
are
I
you?
was-
You keep saying you're old. How old are
I'm
you?
old. I'm not.
He's probably like 37.
I am 100% 37. Just turned 3 times or 4 times. But
You're fucking like 50?
oh God, not
No,
that.
he's
No,
not
not
that
that old. Holy
No.
shit! Don't make me that old. No. More like 40. Okay. But which is fuck.
More-
I don't know how the hell that happened. But anyway, yeah. So when I was a kid, I was just much more like I used to skateboard like crazy, and yeah, I would. That's it. I was a skater growing up. That's it. I don't know what you call it outside of that, but I love horror movies, love skating, love all that dark stuff. But I didn't like go to school and with
Like black
makeup.
makeup
Actually,
around
that's
your
not
eyes?
true. I used to go to school with makeup and shit on, like the Cure.
Really?
You know who the Cure is? Yeah.
Who?
You
I can't believe I'm
eyeliner on?
admitting this
You
shit
an
on like.
eyeliner on?
Yeah,
Well,
what is that?
okay,
what's
so
in
in
that?
the
What's in that
80s
drink, man? I just had
I
a
know, right?
bubbly. I'm fine.
Are you familiar with like the Cure and like Depeche Mode and shit? I wanted to be
no.
those fucking guys. Yeah, I
Really?
know. Hey,
Holy
I grew out of it. Okay, I was a kid.
Did
I
they have
was
tight pants?
disturbed. Okay. Dion, man, we gotta get you on to just tell us. He said he went on a few adventures, and I did see, I think, some of them on social media.
Oh, really?
So you'll have to tell us about it at some point because I think he's like West Coast where like there's forest fires and shit like that, and he's just taken. He has what, a WJ, right?
Yeah. All
And he
done.
just like cruises up in like the mountains and shit like that. And
Are we
you know.
stopping to talk? Are we stopping talking about you, Paul, or no?
what? Yeah, I'm totally trying to change.
Are
the
you-
subject.
I actually think I could pick Paul up and carry him like my baby. Like
That's not true.
We should have a like a
Which-
for charity carry Paul contest. See who goes the furthest. You can make bets, and we'll get a bunch of people. Like 50 people could carry Paul. Next event, we'll just do.
You guys give away my whole thing when I stand beside the Jeep. It looks like they're on like 40s or 43s, right? Like,
yeah, you don't even need
like,
money to look cool. You just have to stand by a stock Jeep.
right? Just a stock Jeep. It looks like.
What lifts in that, Paul?
Yeah, it's at least a 3-inch.
Oh my god, that's funny.
That's it.
Oh.
That's it. So now we got nothing else to know.
You guys are in Canada.
Huh?
Do you do a lot of U.S. events where you guys are vendoring? Because I know that, Paul's now in charge of JeepBeef, JeepHer, obviously your combat. Do you guys intend to vendor a lot of the United States?
As many as I can get to.
Okay.
And then we're gonna move anyways. So we just gotta I gotta get the family down and like when it's easy to travel and just look at some spaces and just pick it out and say, hey, is this good? I want to see what's good for the business for sure. And then what was good for
See that? Dion's on my side.
there you go.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, and then we'll just see what's good for like living after that. And like I was talking to you before, I might maybe just do like a 2-step, buy something reasonable, and then build up again, and then maybe buy something a little more fun for like personal stuff. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. And my team's great here. There's lots of everyone's fantastic for off-road addiction. They don't need me anymore. I can just pop in like once a month, like fly in or whatever, hang out, make sure everybody's cool. Technology today is so cool. I can talk to everyone at all the different places through the phone and through the laptop. Like when I was away, going to the Tennessee stuff where we were meeting, like I did all the stuff I need to do through the laptop, and to the day we did all the phone stuff, use the phone to do transactions. It was beautiful. So yeah, I'm kind of removed from daily activities. So all the guys build the trucks, sell the stuff, take care of the customers, ship, receive all that. So yeah, I'm ready to move to the States.
And
Yeah.
I'm staying right here.
You're gonna stay right there.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But we're more of a collective, right? So you're right. I am, in charge of JeepBeef, JeepHer, but we have people all over. So I mean, Tara is a great example. She's one of our marketing people, and so she has done a couple events, and she's got like tents and shit like that. And we've recently partnered with a couple amazing US brands to get some apparel out there. But yeah, hopefully, I gotta say, I love it though. It's so much fun. I love going down to the events. It's a different world in the US versus here. Eric says, come up to New England. Has some great events to check out.
Oh, Eric actually works for DCS Lighting.
Oh, really? Does he? There you go.
Yes. His wife Jackie is the one you guys met in the combat booth. That was with the camera and the dreads.
Oh, really?
Oh,
that's
right.
amazing.
Cool.
Okay.
That's
her
awesome.
pictures, those were
They're
her
great.
pictures, right?
Yeah, they're great.
Amazing pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, they're great pictures.
Yeah, amazing. As a matter of fact, I need to hire her.
Yeah, that's what Paul said. I sent Paul the pictures you sent me,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I need to hire her."
Yeah, like so good. Yeah, very good. So is Eric in New England, or just
our sales team isn't? So we're the main base is in Florida. We're production. Oh, there's Jackie. What up, girl?
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, so main base like production is in Florida, but Eric and Jackie aren't in Florida. And we have another one that's coming in. His Rob. They're also They are also a glamper couple. Rob and
oh, really? Gonna park beside? Gonna have some neighbors?
The glamper community.
Or you want, because that would be fun. But I don't really know if the other attendants would like that.
Fair enough. Although, from what I hear, the train conductors might.
Oh my God, it's so loud. Like there's set schedules where these trains come through here, and I'll be filming like for my own media, and you have trains, and it starts with the horn, and then everything's rumbling. And yes, for me at our warehouse where I shower, the shower's out back, and kind of like, oh, I'm like the lamest person in existence. Like I don't even wear bathing suits in public. Like that's how lame I am. And I had to now shower in the back. And I remember the first month I was here showering, I wore a bathing suit. Ooh, this is scandalous. And now I'm just like, I've been here so long, I've become part of like, I would say the overlanding community, because I just literally walk out there and I'm just like taking off all my clothes. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I don't even care.
There you go.
It's great. Literally, so they took down the brush like between us and the train tracks, and now they do. So I've had train honk, and I realized that they can see you.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. I love it. Talk about OnlyFans, right?
So when I got down here, so I was in a really long-term relationship, right? And it just was like really controlling, and I couldn't like, there are certain photos like that were too much. And when I got down here, now it's like I have all this freedom, almost like when you let a puppy out in the yard. Ape shit. And I'm like, I've always wanted to do an OnlyFans, and I've always wanted to do it in my way, which is not nudity. I've always wanted to do it with creativity, but not nudity. And I was like, you know what? I have no one to like tell me what to do. Like, I'm gonna try it. Like, I want to try it. And so I made an OnlyFans, regardless of like the stigmas. And I have not done anything nude at all. And I've been doing it for I think 2 months now. And honestly, being someone that's into horror and like blood and gore, that's not something I can put on my media. Like, people will be like, oh, why are there 3 Jeeps and now there's this weird bitch? Like it just doesn't go. So for me, OnlyFans has made me to take my weird like up here and put it in photography and put it on there. So everything I've done has been like literally horror, like straight horror, and like I'm not really like a cosplay person, but I like costumes and stuff. I just like weird shit, honestly. Like put it there, and like there's also now a rule in the office that Linda's not allowed to use glitter here anymore. But it's fun. Like it's what you make it. And I literally broke another stereotype that you have to be naked on OnlyFans, and you don't. What are you doing? So Dave just showed up.
Oh, there you go. Special guest too.
Said no.
It's Philip.
It's Philip. He said but yeah, like I took the whole stigma and I made it about creativity, and that was fine. People
that's good.
People dig it. And a lot of people actually message me saying that it's cool that I haven't done nudity, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I'm not. To be honest, I think I don't know how to phrase it where people aren't gonna hate me, but like seriously, like there's so much of that shit out there, and it's just
it's
like,
an easy card to play, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's a lot harder to not play that card for a woman.
I'm pretty sure I'd play it if I could. I can't. Maybe that's the whole problem.
you
I'll
could
throw my skinny jeans up there, but yeah, no, but it is. It's like, dude, like put some creativity into shit. Like, you know,
right.
It's like you say, it's an easy card to play. I certainly appreciate those on social media who put some thought into it, and it's tough. Like I think people don't give it the credit that it deserves, especially on Instagram. I think because you have to put in so much effort, and you really get so little back. At least on YouTube, like YouTube stars are like they're the I don't know what you call it, like the Thurston Howells of the social media world, right? Like you put a lot of effort into Instagram, you get a lot of shit for it. And I personally appreciate the creativity and something like a little bit different, and that you don't do that. I do it personally, but no one shows up.
It's easy for people to hack people down, right? Right? It's easy for people to hack people down, and it's a lot harder for people to like go out and do something, right? So yeah, definitely like applause to you for that because it's not as easy. And most of the people that hack you down or talk bad about you don't do anything. They're just taxi driver number 6 or like the guy in the corner in the restaurant that you don't know. Like those people mean nothing. They're no one, right? Like they have no impact and they never tried anything, right? So,
do you find you get that a lot? Because I would assume you would get like a lot of people talking shit about you. And I don't mean it like, you know what I mean? But I'm curious because I really want to know because we hear it.
It's funny because the people that talk the most shit about me are the people that are prominent on social media or try to be prominent. And I see everything they say about me to other people because what people don't understand is that I've been doing this for my entire life. I've been doing social media for probably 15 plus years. So whoever, wherever, like for example, I had a guy buy my FW hoodie and he sent me a photo. He was so happy. He wore it out wheeling. And another girl that's actually on social media was talking shit about me and my business. Yeah, it's like I'm paving a way to tell other women that it's fine to be an entrepreneur in this business, in this world, and so you don't get or anything. Sure. And there are people that come out and talk shit about me. The one thing I'll say, the biggest thing I have about is the fact that I, quote, don't wheel enough. And my argument to that all the time is like, dude, like 99% of people can't afford to wheel, like all the time. Like if you go out a couple trails a year, that's all you can afford. Like it's not like
and that's reasonable too, right? You go out 3, 4, 5 times, and that's all you get, right? Especially if you're living a seasonal spot, right?
Oh yeah, and that's the biggest thing I hate is people who wheel all the time want to talk down on people that can't. And it's like at the end of the day, my priority, I mean, when I had a house, was my mortgage, my bills, my payments. Like it wasn't I'm gonna go to Moab and put everything on a credit card and show up to do EJS so I can say I was there to be able to post I was there. Like your priorities change when you get older. That's all I'm gonna say. And I mean, give me somebody else's Jeep.
Yeah.
I'll fuck that shit up. But it's like I got this really expensive payment still. Like I'm just literally trying to buy a house. So I think it's just this stereotype is of social media. If you're not like quote a hardcore wheeler, people come at you hard, and I think that's kind of fucked up, honestly.
Yeah. I think we've always said like honestly, like I really don't give a shit what people do. You drive a Jeep.
No, man, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like it is what it is. It comes with the community. It comes with friends, which is amazing.
Yeah.
If you wheel it and wheel it hard, that's amazing. Like, that's awesome. I love it. But if you daily drive it and like that's cool too. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. Like
doesn't affect me.
Yeah, we sell 22-inch
was-
rims on Jeeps. Like that's what
Right.
you want, and that makes you happy. That makes me happy. I'm happy that we were able to bring that to you, right? So
Yeah.
totally.
When I
Yeah.
bought it was about the community. Like we all met up, we grabbed beers. You know, I learned that Rango box on my TJ. Like it was so different than what.
Right.
Like it's more about the look at me. Like I have $20,000 worth of a sound unit or a sound system in the back of my vehicle. Like it's so different being still in this industry that I just look at stuff now and I'm like, wow, like it used to be cool. Like it used to be a lot different. Like I feel kind of bad for everybody nowadays because they didn't see like what it was back in the day.
Oh, I think there's still good stuff out there, but yeah, there's definitely more individualism. But that's kind of been the way society's turned. I think it seems like
Yeah, at the end of the day, like it's not about community anymore. It's about who can do what on social media, how far you can get, like your following, your likes. Like no one's just. It's so hard to meet a genuine fucking human nowadays. It's so insane.
It's true. It is. It's true. It's like empathy's gone. It's like, hey, like, try to build these bridges and make friends with people and stuff, and then throw something up on like social and shit, and it's like you just get torn down. It's like,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, I've openly posted, I've been one person, I've actually traveled to these events alone, and usually it's hit or miss. Usually it's like the people that I talk to on social media are so cool, and they like welcoming, but the other half of it is the people that have somewhat of a following, they just feel like, I don't know, they just kind of like leave you at red, and it's weird how it really is in real life. Like the people that comment on your stuff and say, "Oh, hey, I love you," in person will walk right by you, and I'm like, this is so weird. Like I talk to them all the time on social media. Like it's weird. I would be like me. Literally, I talked to Ryan. Me seeing him at an event and just being like,
yeah,
that's what I do. That's
you fucking died. It's so weird.
that is really strange.
It's a thing. Like if you're not the cool kids, and it's fucking high school all over again.
Right.
Like if you're not the cool kid, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, schoolyard stuff, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say I personally haven't. I've met like all the people I've met in person have been amazing, but they've been amazing in my face. I mean, who knows? Maybe they talk about my skinny jeans behind my back.
Right. See, we talk about it to your face.
Right.
We laugh like, with you.
And they're not that skinny, okay?
Have like social media or you own a company, everyone fucking loves you in person. Like that's as far as it goes though, is it's their benefit and they're trying to see how to like use you as a stepping stone. That's essentially why this last like I don't even fucking know, like 15 plus years, I don't really have any close friends. Like I don't trust anyone because anyone I ever trusted, like it's hey, you know so and so, can you get me a suspension kit for free? Like, hey, can you get me some tires? Hey, can you do that? It's never like genuine in my like demo just because media stuff, so maybe I'm a little bit more jaded.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
Maybe a little.
Yeah. I think like it's like that.
Yeah.
But
it seems to be a thing.
Well, yes. So we're all black, yes.
Yeah, exactly, right? You got to do what you got to do. All right, awesome. Well, what about over like the next couple of years? Where do you like? You said you sort of just play things day by day. Do you have any ambitions for fake wrenching to be like, do you want to be like the Martha Stewart of the off-road industry and with fake wrenching? What's that?
Didn't she go to jail?
Yeah, but she was like the coolest person in jail. She's hanging out with Snoop Dogg now. Like she's cool. She's roasting Justin Bieber.
Yeah, because she went to jail. So are you telling if I go to jail?
I would go to jail if I could roast Justin Bieber. Just
I wonder if Martha Stewart got some prison tats.
I'm sure she did. She's badass. Okay, she is badass.
She's got she's got a spatula tattooed on her ass cheek.
she went to jail for like insider trading, tax evasion, because she is like the smartest person out there.
Fucking smart.
Yeah, she's crazy smart. So I'd be all over a little short like vacation. You know what I mean? If that got me hanging out with Snoop Dogg. What's that?
You're never gonna make it in jail, man.
You'd be surprised, okay? One time. We'll talk about that another time.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Honestly, I don't even know. Like right now, my major focus is like buying a house.
Fair enough. Finding a place to live, like permanent residency.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I mean, I would love to start fake wrenching again and, you know, kind of doing vendor shows, because when I did do a vendor show, it was so fantastic. Like, so many strangers came to buy apparel from me and they're like, hey, I follow your media, blah, blah, blah. And I actually invited them to dinner and we all went out to eat. Like,
Oh, wow.
people that I didn't even know these people, we all went out to eat together. And that's what I want to do with fake wrenching, is make it more of a community versus just like an apparel. So I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. Like they thanked me later. They're like, you know what? You didn't really know me, but I, you know, came here by myself. I didn't bring my kids. I was feeling really lonely and you invited me out to dinner and that was like really kind of you. And I don't know. I thought that was really fucking cool. That's what community is to me, is including everybody, not
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think for me, like the whole Jeep life is the community. I mean, like I say, I personally have never met anyone in person that hasn't been absolutely amazing. There've been lots of people who have ignored me, and like you say, like I went to Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. Basically, I flew down, was hanging out by myself, like and all the people that were there were just cool. Like no problem, I could talk to them. They have no idea who I am, and not that they would ever hear. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have no idea that it's like any sort of, publicity or what have you, or whatever. And they were awesome. Like, just super cool. Hang out with them, sitting in the lawn chair, having a couple drinks, sitting on the side of the road, watching Jeeps go by. And that's what I love about the whole community, right? So
that's where you were. I thought you were gonna
That's-
help me with the booth more. I was like, "Where's
I was
Paul?"
busy.
I thought you're stuck in. I thought you're stuck in the shitter or something.
I was no,
Street
not that day.
tacos. No.
I was trying to get my pants on.
They're like, you can literally change, like with JeepBeef and JeepBeef, you can literally bring that community back because your reach is so big. Like what is like, you have the opportunity to bring back what has been kind of lost, kind of in passing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just how you do it. Like, and that's what I want to do, is I want to bring it back. Like, I want people to feel comfortable going to an event by themselves and being like, you know what, I don't know anyone here, but you know what, that weird bitch from Fake Wrenching's here. They'll let us come out to eat or hang out or sit in the booth. Like, that's kind of where my mind is I know how many times I've gone places by myself, and I would love to have known that there was a booth there that would be like, hey, come hang out or come do this.
Yeah, no, I love that. Actually, that's really cool.
Well, that's kind of what we're doing too with the coins, right? Building the community with combat with the coins and the different levels of coins and stuff. And that was the idea, like, get people involved, help us make a difference, and then we'd be doing fun stuff like slamming the coin down, buying drinks, buying dinners, having fun, doing like special wheeling events and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of the plans with the coins, and then just build the elite group and then do really cool stuff with everybody. And obviously make a difference for veterans and children. And, like I was telling Krista, I hate the idea of sick children. So like once we get the veteran stuff rolling, I want to peel a little bit off and work with some kids and stuff too, because that's important to me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, and that's the thing. I think there's a lot of like-minded people in this community. It's just that honestly, the shitty people, and
you're going to have shitty people anyway.
Yeah, they're just vocal.
Yeah, like the forum for the guys that like bagel toasters, there's some dick on there for sure. You know what I mean?
Right? Who makes the most noise, right? Yeah. Like that's the way it goes. They just
yeah, his toaster's way better. That's all you're gonna get, right? Fuck them.
Because yours doesn't have like 6 grill marks. Mine's got 8.
Right. Look at it. Didn't even toast that corner.
Right? What the hell? Mine's got Darth Vader on it. Fuck you all.
Look at Darth Vader waffle maker. That'd be cool.
Hey, now we've got a new idea. Forget this whole Jeep thing. Let's go.
Trash it. Let's make waffle makers.
Waffle makers. All right. I love it. No, but I agree. I think that's awesome. I think that's one of the cool things. I've seen a number of your social media posts, and I followed you actually for a while. And it's fun. It really is fun. Like that's the thing. It's fun. I feel like you sort of are very inclusive. And that's exactly, you're right. That's what we're doing with JeepBeef and JeepHers. We're building an off social media community. Yeah, that's where we're moving it to. So I think there's a lot of companies out there like yourself and us and Combat and and a number of people even on social media and you know, like Rockstar has the Great American Crawl, which I love that, and we're super proud to be part of it. There's a number of groups like that, I think, that really encompass that, and it's just the shitty guys, just so loud. You know what I mean? Like they're the first ones to go like, boo. Like Tim posted up a picture of my Jeep with his bumper on it, and it looks badass. I gotta say, like his bumper is badass. It's like killer. It's you know, some fucking guy had to post up like, oh, that's not beefy, you know, or some shit like that.
Like
it's like
Jeep.
Yeah.
Did you drive a Ford Taurus?
Well, I was like, listen, Tom, even though Tom was a Larry or like I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. I ended up finding out that it was a girl who was a first responder, so I just left it alone. But it was just like, it's like, dude, like I get it. It is what it is.
She's just egging you on. She wanted you to like battle her a bit.
I know. So now I have to go get a lift kit because of her. No, I'm just kidding. Right. Another lift kit. And that's what I said. Hey, there's nothing budget about that. That's a combat low center of gravity aluminum lift kit I got going on right there.
Machined aluminum. That's
you can buy that at JeepBeef.com.
You can.
$49.95. No, I'm just
Well, you pay the you gotta pay the balance on that.
A lot of money right now.
Right. David, speaking of selling things, David over here says, call me and I'll handle the financing for that new.
Oh, look at that. Way to go, Dave. I love it. I love
it. Love the hustle, buddy.
Yeah, that's man. You know about Arte, David? You should join.
Jacqueline says, Martha Stewart of FW or OF?
Oh, right.
I don't, you have to explain that one to me. OF?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. God, I got the FW one.
Yeah.
I thought you were like a social media marketer and you don't know what OF is.
I don't hang out in those places.
Hey, look, I can point to him.
Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is over there.
See, you couldn't do the weather, Paul.
That's true. What do you mean? What are you saying? All right. Well, I think with that, I don't know. Did we miss anything? I think Krista should just be our new official third host. I don't know what Tim, if he's coming back, but
Him.
Tim's our like imaginary host.
Tim is like TMR Customs. They do builder parts.
I want to say I know someone there, but I don't know if it's Tim.
Oh, Tim and Mike. You probably know Tim. Mike's a recluse. He doesn't really come out of hiding.
Poor Mike.
Those are my people.
Oh yeah,
right?
Mike's great. I've known those guys for like 16, 17 years.
Sorry, Krista, without your mic thing, every time we talk, we can't hear you. So go ahead. Sorry. Just let you know.
Where's your headphones?
I gotta charge my phone. There's only one hole, man.
Oh, that's the thing, right? I'm not even going there.
That's terrible. You only got one hole.
Right? I don't know why there's not two holes on here. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Weird.
Sorry, you were saying though.
I in my day, there was someone from that company that I used to speak with every now and again. I wonder if it's the guy that's supposed to be in here.
Could be, yeah.
Probably Tim.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy to talk to if you have questions and shit. He knows his stuff, man. No question. They build awesome parts too. So, but you know, he's our imaginary third host. So he's like Pokeroo. You don't know Pokeroo, do you? See that? You grew up and didn't know Pokeroo.
It was a weird fucking doll, though.
It was a dragon or some shit like that.
It's a giraffe, dude. Fuck sakes.
A giraffe. How do you know that?
I don't know. It looks like a giraffe to me. It wasn't a dinosaur. It was a fucking giraffe.
I don't know. Anyway, you're missing out on the whole Pokeroo thing.
Not really.
It sounds like it sounds fucking dirty.
I'm pretty sure it went off the air because of that.
Right?
Show me on Pokeroo where he touched you.
I gotta find Pokeroo.
That's the whole problem. You can't find Pokeroo. He's just this imaginary guy who comes when no one else is around. It's like, who did this shit? It was Pokeroo. Sure it was. Pokeroo he's like, I don't even know, like a bad Santa Claus.
Look at this thing, man.
Look, see, it's a dinosaur.
It's a fucking giraffe, isn't it?
That looks like something from American Horror Stories.
Best show ever. I love American Horror Story.
Oh my God, don't even start. That's my shit.
I love American Horror Story. I love it. The whole thing. Yeah. I didn't like Hotel so much though.
Really, Hotel Cortez?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan. I do like what's her name? The lady with the meat.
Gaga?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
I
meat
got
lady.
her costume to do an OnlyFans. I'm gonna do a OnlyFans Lady Gaga from Hotel Cortez.
There you go. Yeah, she was good, but I don't know, whatever reason I didn't like it. But Asylum, amazing.
Mhm.
Like so good. Asylum, what is it? Covenant?
Yes, Coven. Are you one right now?
No, I didn't realize there was a new one, so we're gonna start it from the beginning.
It's on fucking Hulu. There's like 5 episodes.
Yeah, I know we gotta get caught up, but yeah, I definitely watching them, no question. I just somehow I missed it. Have you seen on Apple Plus Servant?
No.
Oh, so good. It's M. Night Shyamalan or whatever. I feel like that's a song.
I thought that was a hockey player, Brendan Shanahan.
Yes,
But
ex-hockey player. Now he's just a hack fucking. But anyway, well, look at him with the Leafs. Anyway,
I don't know. I don't watch.
Yeah, no, it's so good. Watch that. 2 seasons, really good. M. Night Shyamalan. I don't know the hell his name.
God, wait, am I part Canadian?
I think you must be.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Some leaves on there, some maple leaves.
That's pretty sick, actually. I like that.
I'm Canadian. I didn't even know it.
That's right. Just get a fucking Tim Hortons cup and you're good to go.
Yeah, you can sing the song, and then you don't have to be so mean about me being foreign anymore.
Oh my God! Right? Every time you message me, that the song goes in my head. Like literally, the song is in my head. I can hear all of it. I hear it right now.
I wish we could stream it from because I want to hear it. I forget it.
I literally posted a reel, and Jackie made the reel and added the Tim Hortons Run song, and we tagged the guy that made it. So I'm gonna try to get you guys your intro.
Right? Because he's supposed to make us our jingle for the podcast.
Be really funny if he replied.
I think he will. He doesn't have that big of a following.
He will.
He'd be like, "Oh, cool." We'll show him the thing where 66,000 people watched our show a couple weeks ago. He'll be in. He'll do it for free.
Well, I think if JeepBeef messages him, he'll get excited. It says, "Hey, Canadian, you're Canadian. You want to make our jingle?
Let's do Canadian things." But yeah, I guess that's it. So everyone, listen, I really appreciate you sticking around for so long. I had a ton of fun. Krista, thank you so much for being here. We definitely need to do it again. I will bring more beers next time, and
I'm drinking next time. That sucks.
That's it. Next time next time tune in because we're just gonna get trashed.
Just ripped. Let's do it.
Start talking shit about people, whatever.
It was in person, in Tennessee. That would have been a dope show if we could all have been together and did it.
Yeah, next time. Well, next time we're going back to Tennessee. Are you going to SEMA?
No.
Well, okay, so then definitely at least Tennessee.
That's boring.
Or earlier. Jeep Beach, maybe. I think it's earlier.
We'll be at Jeep Beach. We'll be at anything in Florida.
Of course, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? Down the street. Makes sense. All right, cool. Well, again, thank you all for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're tuning in on the old audios, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Definitely check out Fate Wrenching because it's really an awesome company. There you go, as we can see.
I thought you said company for a minute. I'm like, what?
Dropping the C-bombs over here. No way, man. Yeah, so hit the like button. If you have any questions for Ryan or myself, upcoming, feel free to throw those up here. If you have a question for Krista, feel free to post in the comments as well. I'm sure she will see it. And until next time, that's it. We're out.
See ya.
Later on.